What are your crazy ex-girlfriend or boyfriend stories? My crazy ex-boyfriend told me one day while we were still dating that I loved my 10-week-old kitten more than him. He asked me that night if he could take him home with him to keep him awake during the drive. I said no, but he took him anyways. The next morning he called to tell me that he woke up late, jumped out of bed, and accidentally crushed him with both feet, in his exact words. He was all kinds of crazy, and this may even be the least terrible thing he did in our short time together. I really hate that guy. Edit. For those of you who are asking, here is a response I made to someone with more of the story. Okay, see, I have some concerns that he may also be a Redditor, but I've already put the story out there, so if he sees this then I guess he sees this. I won't go into much detail at all because it is still really hard for me, but let's just say he was also a sexual predator, and I don't believe I was the only victim during the time of our relationship and the short time after. I believe the other was a child. I had no solid proof, but I did finally get the courage to report him. Unfortunately, it was too long after it had occurred and nothing was done in my case, and he was not charged in the other. I was able to break off contact shortly thereafter, so I'm not really sure what happened. But he had confronted my brother about it and tried to contact my mother, who managed to scare him away from me, only after I got a threatening phone call from an unidentified person. The detective I was working with stopped contacting me and the whole thing just kind of dropped. I never got any real closure on the situation, and the whole thing still haunts me. And for those of you who have taken to criticizing me for not seeing the red flags, all I can say to you is this. You are welcome to go back and take a walk in my 18-year-old shoes and see how you deal with a charming sociopath-psychopath who has everyone you know on his side. It was a very bad time in my life. I only hope that you never encounter someone like that, and if you do, maybe you can do it better than I did. I will say that I learned a lot from my experience and will never ignore my gut instinct ever again. I hope that this story will help others learn that too. It's incredibly important, and even if you feel silly or mean, listen to what your gut tells you and don't look back. What would you do in this situation?